Alright guys, let's continue. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add another item to our menu. So let's go to it, and what I'll do is I'll hold down Control and D. So I want to duplicate this, and I'll call this one logout, and the title will be logout. So as you can imagine, I'm going to finally create, or rather not logout, let's say sign out. It's just a preference of mine. So as you can imagine, I'm going to use this to sign the user out. So back to the main activity, I will duplicate this once again, Control D, and change this to logout. So to log out of your application, all you have to do is call auth.signout. Simple as that. And then of course we have to kick them back to the login activity. So start activity, new intent, I'll throw in the context, and I will throw in the login activity dot class. There we go. Okay, now we want to make it so that the menu appears actually the way it's showing in this preview below our action bar. So to do that, all we need to do is we need to add a theme to our toolbar. So let's go to the toolbar. Here it is. We need to add another theme the same way we've done here. So let me put this ending pointy bracket on another line so that I can say Control D and change this to pop-up. And then we change this to pop-up theme. Okay, so now we can go to the styles and actually create that. And to do that, once again we duplicate, we change this to pop-up, and the only item we're going to add is item name overlap anchor. And we're just going to say false. So we essentially we're saying we do not want it to overlap the anchor. The anchor in this case being the app bar. Alright, good. That's done. Now back to our menu, because we want to add yet another item, but this time it's not going to join this list. We want to add a custom icon that we can click from our action bar. And that icon is going to be a plus button. We click the plus button and we're able to add a new entry. So once again, it's still the same process. You create an item, you give it its ID. I'll just say add. You give it a title, but you leave it blank because again we want it to be an icon. And then we say show as action, and we select always. So what the show as action attribute does is that it puts whatever it puts that item onto the action bar permanently. As an example, I'm going to make this show as action, show as action always. And as you can see, settings is now permanently on the action bar. Okay, let me remove that. So the next attribute on this item is an icon, and it's going to be a drawable, and we'll call it add icon. So we get an error of course, but no matter. Since this one is rather large, I guess it can have multiple lines so that we can see everything properly, like so. Okay, now let's go to our drawable and actually make that icon. So right click on drawable, select new, and select image asset, and from here we can start by giving it the name add icon, and then we can select this clip art, and we can search for add. So here it is. Say okay, and let's finish. Sorry, let's press next. If you'd like, you can resize it. You can make it a bit larger, and actually I think I will. Let's just see how that looks. Next. Alright, mine is telling me that something may be overwritten. That's fine. I doubt it will for yours, but just go ahead and select finish. Okay, so it's created for me my icons, and now I can come here. I'm still getting an error, but I can see it's given me the background and the foreground, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say foreground, and I get that. It's rather small, but it's totally fine. We can still make use of it. Okay, good. So now we've created that, we can go over to our main activity and follow the exact same process. So once again, I'll just duplicate, and I'll call this add, and this time what I want to do is I want to add entry. I get my error, which is fine. I'll come here and create the method. So in this method we'll actually add our diary entries, but for now let me click this, rather copy this, change this to add, and we can test both our logout and our add. So let's run the app. Alright guys, here it is, it's running. To begin with, let's try the plus button to see whether it's working. So I'll click that, and there's our toast, so that's working properly. And now let's try logging out, and first of all our menu is appearing in the right place, so that's good. Now I'm going to click sign out, and it's taken us back to this login page. So excellent, that's worked perfectly. We can now move on to the next thing.